So I had this interesting sensation. Something, when you start deeply analyzing things like, actually, the Heptad, triangles and squares. I was thinking about what light workers or healers or empaths, people that feel energy, embody it, exchange it, and turn it into different energy. That would pretty much sum up humanity. But we're all doing it, yet it's a frequency difference. It's a internal vibration. You have maybe a sense of agitation and you push that out, or you have a sense of peace and you push that out. But all of this is your internal sense of stillness, and then this back and forth of positive, negative. Well, collectively, we are going through a global reset. And I think that's a beautiful thing. We're all getting spiritual upgrades, energy activations. We're awakening to gifts and spiritual abilities. And the really super cool thing about that is it's contagious. So when you do like inner work and you feel a shift and you know you never touch that bottle again, or you know you never go back to that space or that time, or you never go to that, once you find inner truth, a new way of thought, are you ever going to want to go back to being as busy as you were before we all were forced to slow down? So many of us, no matter even if we clicked and everything was going back tomorrow, which is impossible because it's already done, baby. But anyways, yeah, we have all new energy. We're feeling that. We're sensing it, and we're collectively aware of that. So from a perspective point of view, let's jump back into the past history of being detached from our reality, from being on complete autopilot. We're not going to feel that again. How do we know this? Because everything is frequency, everything is up and down, and everything is being collectively pulled. It's like a battle for your mind and frequency vibration. It's so cool. And so it's like, well, if there's a game going afoot and there's a battle, a spiritual battle going on, how do you sign up for something like that, right? Because who wouldn't want to be in a battle for yourself, for your sense of peace, security, happy, wholesome, healthy? Who wouldn't want to start feeling better? Well, actually, a lot of us, because we don't know there's better to reach for. And those that do know have been trying to reach for others to let them know for so long that we're pretty much spiritually bent over helping. So suddenly we're all getting activated. What happens to frequency shifts? Well, to put it in a simple thing, how many people are going to be ordering online more now than ever before? Suddenly, there's going to be positions opened in grocery stores of continuous online roadside delivery, leaving things at your front porch. Everything's turning more Amazonish. It's just going to happen. And then I think we're naturally going to start using the resources around us, and we're going to start connecting to our neighbors more. We're going to start reconnecting to what's around us at a deeper level. Why do I think that's going to happen? Because of this reset. Right now, the most important thing is a state of calm, peace, and serenity. Why? Because a calm mental body helps a calm vibrational body. Whatever is going on out there, a calm mental body, a calm vibrational body is the answer. And it's everybody's answer. Not yours, not mine, but it's ours. And that's where we go into this readjustment period. When a light worker doesn't feel safe or secure, or an empathic person, they fold in on themselves. That's our spiritual gifts coming back in. It's like a butterfly tucking their wings in. When you want to start letting that out, and energetically, this is what's happening with all of our, everything's frequency and vibration. So when you are mastered certain things, self-mastery is, I've never been tempted to beat my children. The closest I ever came is my first daughter. I couldn't get her to stop crying, and I got super agitated that she wouldn't stop, and that I couldn't get her to stop, and that she wouldn't stop, and that I couldn't get her to stop, right? And I was tired. And so I went to set her in the crib, and her butt was here and the crib bottom further down than I thought. And so I set her down, and I was like, it's time to walk away, because I was so upset. And she kind of missed the cushion, and her butt fell, and then her head conked onto the bar, the little wooden bar, and her face just, and then she actually cried. And I scooped her back up going, what happened? It was like this, did I hurt her? But suddenly I knew exactly how to comfort her, and we were both shifted out, and I realized I knew exactly when to always set them, I always knew when to walk away. I've always known that. So, I've never been tempted to beat my kids. And you know what? If you met my kids, no, I'm teasing. Although they don't even tempt me to it. But that is mastery in some shape or form. Now, I'm not saying the parent that struggles with that is less, because that's not true. That is not true at all, because everything is frequency and vibration. And we agreed to come down here and let go of so much of our divinity and so much of our true potential and power that we are all one. So anyways, and the reason I say that is my parents, they had that frequency. They didn't know where that threshold was. And a lot of people don't. It's a vibration. It's sound. It's emotional to reaction. So, back to our moment of now. Right now, the biggest help we can be to anything is clear mind and a calm frequency, which means doing the things that put you in a happy emotional body, that allow you to breathe, express, articulate, and recharge. So maybe sitting down meditating for hours, not your recharge button. I totally get it. we all have that thing that makes us feel better. And you want to start finding what that is and paying attention to it, because your emotions, they matter. That is you fighting frequency, vibration, calmness. And how are you regaining your mind again? I don't know how long I've always had a part of me concerned of letting my kids down somehow. When I realized how, even when I drop it and say I'm walking away, there are things I just don't do, wouldn't do, don't think, don't see, don't perceive. There are frequency vibrations I don't dip in. Not because I can't or I won't, because I already have, because we all already have. And then we decide we want a new flavor. We're all working for the same thing. But you start to ease and relax into yourself a little bit more. And that starts giving your breath, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your acceptance deeper and more internal. The more you accept of yourself, the more you arrives. Your I am presence. And that's a beautiful thing to behold. So, global reset, it's a perfect time to say hello to yourself again, with true appreciation of your arrival to your moment of now. We all are innately good. We are goodness. And the few that stand up and try and tell you that you're not, they're pushing a fear frequency down into you. That, on an emotional, spiritual body, that's going to make your root structure vibrate and come up off the ground. Tree of life, anybody? But subconscious fear vibrates the root chakra. How many of you guys have a frickin' vibrating root chakra? Ah! And how many of you guys have never felt better in your life? Like, you know, when the teacher like assigns extra homework and everybody groans and somebody in the back of class is going, more time to meditate, spiritual reset, of a legitimately, I'm in a bubble. I love you guys. Keep in my bubble. That has been my deepest desire for a while now. Just peace and calm and happy and joy. We're all striving for it, actually. Whether it's through play, through work, through play, you know, we're all actually striving for peace. Like I said, at the top of it, we're all going for the one same thing. Unified consciousness, divine light, radiant help, joy, peace, fifth dimensional offspring of joy and abundance. You know, whatever. But when you are covered in subconscious fears, and that's everybody, you're born here, that's you. Through all of your lives, that was part of the gift that you gave by coming here. Allowing yourself into frequency vibrations. That's beneath you. God's God. We're all divine. We're all God. But That's how you can come from a life of pain and provide joy. Because you are the joy. You are the peace. You are the abundance. You are both the creator, the manifester, the actor, the play. You're all of it. And you're going into remembrance of that every time you do the things that you love, and you spend time with the people that you love, and you accept yourself deeply. It takes that full acceptance, because some of the things that we love is hidden in misunderstanding, misdirection, projection, veils. When we forget things like trust. We forget how to trust. We, let's say a stranger walks up to you on the street and says, "I love you." That stranger is either A, awesome, because what's not to love? Or B, crazy as hell, right? Now, that stranger is you, and your reaction is your conditioning. And your belief, that's your fourth dimensional trap. And somewhere before that and after that is your matrix of reality, your logic mind, emotional body. Like I said, it's a battle for your mind, and it's a battle for your frequency. What's the frequency of unconditional love? What is love without condition? What is love without condition? You've been conditioned to fear love. We all have. Maybe you don't beat your kids, but what if you didn't know how to make them strong because you thought they already have the strength, that they are already perfect, that they are already whole and wholesome and born completely, divinely whole? What if that's who your children were, but others thought they were too hyper? And you knew they were wrong. Frequency. Battle of the mind. Same thing. Unconditional love. I spent so much of my 3D awareness researching sensory processing disorders, autistic minds, people on the spectrum, that kind of stuff, because I focus on what I love, obsessively so, but within correct limits, following integrity always. Well, what is integrity? Integrity is the mastery of, there's certain things you just don't do, certain things you wouldn't say, certain behavior you don't dip in. Why? Because you've already drank that poison and you just don't need it anymore. Because if you try to compete, or you try to play with gossip, or you try to slander each other, then on a vibrational level, you're pre-chewed chi is how I understand it. It's like ick. It's just, nobody wants that. Nobody. So what do we want? There you go. Now you are back to peace and joy internal. You want unconditional love, and that starts with full acceptance of yourself. All of you, all bits of you, those that knew what it was doing, those that didn't, those that, all of those choices that you make, all of those, all those parts that you loved about yourself, that you accepted, and all the parts that you rejected and weren't ready to accept. Love without condition has no strings. It is compassion. Do you know when one light worker compassionately loves and forgives another light worker? What do you think that does to Gaia, to the earth, to our home, to the frequency of peace and home and stillness and nurturing and love? Yeah, the divine feminine, the coming up from earth. We already did all that stuff. That's what all this was about. That's why no one was left behind. No one. Nobody was left behind. We've all made it. We just are kicking and screaming because we don't know what to do other than have a temper tantrum. Because God forbid. You just love it. Just love yourself. Love your moment. Love your choices. And find more of what you love and less of what you don't. So, I'm going to bring in some tones. I don't know how it's going to work with the headphones, but let me know. Ya sataku samandaka sasha sataku ya takataka ya tusha satapoya takaya. Shia no maniata kasasaya tosa shasaya no moya no moya sataka sasha sotakoya no moya tatadai shasatatu shasatatu shasatakaya shai, to help find inner peace and harmony. Koya sasasashasatukoya nanomoya tatu shasatukoya nanomoya yadarata sashasatuya tatatatuya satakashasatatu shasatatu shasatatuya tatatatatai. To bring spiritual harmony into balance, you need both action and clarity. Battle for your mind and your frequency. So, reach in for earth. Reach in for that stillness, that connection. Earth's gravitational pull, even in an airplane, you are cupped and you are surrounded by the pool and the love of Mother. And then from the heavens, all of that divine inspiration, guidance, wisdom, higher frequency, knowing and unknowing, new thoughts, new understanding, new sense of wellness and peace. Let's merge that. Kuya no moya iratato satakaya shasataku no manayata tato shasataku no manayata tato shasatatu yatopoya tata sataka shasaya tusha. Now we're going to disperse that. Kwata kwata shasakatopoya takata shisu kwata shasataka tusha. And now tickle the roots. Release subconscious fear programming. Be open to new programming. Be open to the programming of your subconscious to be in the highest good of your moment of now, of the new energies for your fullest alignment to the highest good of all in humanity. Let that settle gently and comfortably upon the shoulders. Okay. All right. I'm going to close that one because I'm leaving it ungrounded. Put your feet down on the ground. Concentrate on your kidney ones. If you're feeling a little shaky, that's okay. That pattern's not grounded. It's dispersed out. So focus on your kidney ones. Let that energy travel through your body and from Earth. Clear, channel it in and ground it. Okay. So, have a great day. That was some 3s, some 7s. Actually, it doesn't matter what that was. Feel it in your body. That's what that is. And enjoy yourself. We didn't leave anyone behind. And it's okay to be happy.